All right, what's up, 19.2? Happy Friday. Go through a couple quick things for you guys. First, we'll start off with the TD8s. So this is our paper kind of practice forms. In essence, we're going to have dates on all the times that we've done stuff so we can keep track of all the training that we've done. And then once you've filled it out on here, so you can kind of have a paper copy, you'll come in to your Target Solutions. Final probationary task book is right here, or you can go over to My Credentials. I'll click on My Credentials so you can see it, and then it's going to be listed on the bottom there. But it's also on that front page. In here, we're going to have all those things essentially on the TD8, and then a bunch more that we can come through and log for our practice. So the stuff we're logging on Target Solutions is simply going to be for like CalJack training stuff. I'll show you, it'll show up in ladders, for example, will show up right here on TD8, and then it'll obviously show up under truck company operations. When you log something, it'll go into both areas. So Captain Cogswell and I just did 24 stuff for an example. You search it, it pops up, as you guys can see, right here under truck company operations, the 24-foot extension. It shows that I logged yesterday and today, because we did that as an example. You notice it's under this for the TD, and then it's under truck company ops. It falls under that as well. Now this just happens to be because of the title, the 24 is in it. It's not actually the 24-foot ladder, as you can see for the task. So let's, for example, say we did the ropes, knots, and the Laro. We'll click it. We'll fill it out the way we've been doing with the date. Let's say we did it today. And then whatever time. The training hours are always going to be pre-filled. The task, improvement needed unless we're signed off and satisfactory, which I'll get to in a second. Company officer, you'll type in, so my captain is Captain Cobb right now. And then there's always going to be a little question from Captain Parker, Derek Parker at the bottom, and you just answer it. And then in order to add the crew, you go over to save and add users. So then you can add whoever, I'll just click some random names, was participating. And then this is a pretty cool option, like when we do a Proby drill, you can look at, my company, you can look at the shift. 19.2 should be in here. In one of these drop-down boxes, you'll see 19.2. That's ECAPS ID. You get the idea, and then you'll pick from who is involved, go down and hit continue. And then once you have everything and you answer the question, you hit submit as complete. So you and 4 other users, submit as complete, your rating, the time. And you can always view it again to make sure you have everybody, or save and edit. So I'm going to cancel this because I didn't log this. Once you come back in your final probationary task book, it'll be in there. So like I said, we did the 24s earlier, we logged it. Now it shows up as the gray underneath, and it'll continuously have a rolling list of your logs. So these two this morning, this isn't by date necessarily, this is because I logged the May 7th one after the May 8th. So your most recent will be on top of the stuff that you're logging. And then as far as like percentages and stuff, he doesn't expect 100% compliance because it's kind of impossible, because all these things are multiple hours and there's 50 reps, 120 reps, as you can see as we go down the list. But anything that is physically performed as far as training goes needs to be logged on Target Solutions for the CalJack stuff, including the crew. And he said a good idea would be offer to do this for your captain. At the beginning of rotation, say, hey captain, I'll log all of our stuff on Target Solutions that we did training wise, including like the morning checkout, the SCBA, the meeting, any fitness. That's all a good idea to go ahead and log. An offer as well. He says, end of shift day 2 is a good time because obviously all your training is done at that point. And lastly, I'm going to go over the task book with you guys. That is our Proby book, obviously. So we're coming in. Let's just flip to a random page. All right, so we have the field, the firefighter, and the evaluator. His intention behind this is to have this for when we're signed off. So date, performance, evaluator name and date. You can kind of use this in place of your TD8s if you want, but it's just going to be a lot of paperwork and get kind of convoluted and hard to read. So Captain Cogswell says obviously follow what your captain's going to be doing on your suppression shifts and your truck shifts. But in essence, this is designed to be like the final sign-off for these specific areas. And that's pretty much it. TD8's paper, logging the dates, target solutions to log it for CalJack online. And remember, one more time, we'll go back to the home page. It's going to be right here, Final Probationary Task Book. And then it'll also be over in your My Credentials. And then you can search stuff. Once we get to the task book, you can search stuff if you did something, for example, so you did the 35s, it'll pop up or 35 show. And then, like I said, once you log something, it'll pop up in both areas of the truck company operations. Yeah, it says number 5. And on the top, it'll say TD8 manipulative training. So I hope that clarifies some things. He always said if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to him directly. He's more than willing to answer questions. He knows things have been kind of convoluted and kind of crazy with us getting out early and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and reach out if you have any other questions.